Hello everyone, Renee Chou here, along with Chris Lovingood, and we are quickly approaching my favorite time of the year, the holidays. And there is no better way to kick off the holidays than the Raleigh Christmas Parade coming up this weekend. Yes, 81st Annual Raleigh Christmas Parade. WRAL has been broadcasting it for 52 years. I've had the pleasure of anchoring that parade this will be my 12th year.
Oh, wow.
And this will be the first year that I get to do it with my good friend, Chris.
Hey, yeah, last year I know I was at the Junior League. We were down there for a little bit for some of the side reports, but I'm actually in the anchor seat this year alongside you. I'm very excited about it just because all the floats that are going by. I think my personal favorite was anytime there's a band. Like, I was never a band kid. I was in the orchestra, but it's always fun seeing the marching band, playing all their music and stuff. They're great. I love it.
Because they provide the soundtrack to the parade. And we have so many talented high school bands from across the area that will be playing in this parade. It is total tradition. It gets the crowd revved up, and it gets us revved up as well.
I love it also when like Santa finally appears, because you can clearly tell there's like a shift in mood. The kids are going wild, especially when they're getting I think some candy, if I'm not mistaken, is thrown into the crowd and such. So it's definitely going to be a fun year for us to be out there. And obviously we're keeping our eye to the sky. That's one thing we've been kind of talking about with our meteorologists. What will the rain situation look like? But either way, it's going to be fun, and we're going to be down there.
And that will be a new element to this parade, because I can tell you for decades, we have not had rain interrupt the Raleigh Christmas Parade. We have been blessed to have such really great weather, even when it's really, really cold, which really gives it the festive feel. We get a lot of sunshine there. And then even if we start off chilly, it'll warm up through the 3 hours of the parade. I can remember one time in the past 12 years that we had rain just come at the very end of the parade. But for all the dancers and the bands and the organizations that come by, it was great, great weather. So this year, perhaps a chance. Our meteorologists are telling us perhaps a brief shower rolling through. You know what? Even if it does rain on parade, we are still going to have a good time. Rain or shine, that parade is happening.
It's the festivities. It's the entire thing. When I was there last, it was really cold, and that's what I remember from that day. But at the same time, in that day, I wasn't thinking about the cold. It was just lively. You had all the parades that are going by, some people coming by just saying hello. I think I was with Shell the year that I was there, and we're just kind of just talking about how it's great to see how many people that are there and the liveliness of it, and again the music. So I think regardless, even if we do see a little shower here and there, that's all right. We're gonna be all right, and I think
we will handle it just
fine.
But the temperatures will be nice and warm, so we're probably going to start off in the 60s. It might get close to 70 degrees. If we get some sunshine, I think we'll have pretty fabulous weather for all of it. And one of the best things about the parade, though, it just brings the entire community together. I mean, this is the event that brings Raleigh and all the surrounding communities to kick off the holiday seasons. Some folks might be like, wow, you guys do this before Thanksgiving? Yeah. But that is
sets the tone.
The way it has always been, and that's because they want to kick off the holiday shopping season. This is about the local businesses and the merchants and everything. They want people to start thinking about shopping in the holiday season, and we do it in November because usually the weather is nice. If we were to do it in December, it would be it would be cold, perhaps, there might be some snow.
And I've heard from some people this year for for various reasons, they could use cheer a little extra early. So yes, it's going to be held in November, but at the same time, why is that a bad thing to have happiness and joy and people, just being excited the entire time a little earlier than December? I think our job by trade, obviously we covered news, hard stuff, very tough stuff that we have to talk about, but here is a day where all we can focus on is yay, happy, joy, music, and music carols and the whole shebang. So I'm excited for this, being my first year to actually sit next to you and talk about it. And you're going to hear it in my tone all day. I'm going to be hyped. And if you catch me without smiling for 1 second, by Chris, get out smiling. I'll fix it.
Oh, look, you will be smiling from ear to ear. You will not be able to help it. Our whole team effort, you're going to see much of our morning team out there as well. Ken Smith and Elizabeth Gardner will be out on Hillsborough Street. We'll be set up in our usual spot over at Campbell University. So the vantage point with that is we're off of Hillsborough Street. It is a gorgeous spot because you have all the leaves changing color, and it's near the start of the parade. Michelle McConaughey will be at the start of the parade to show you as those floats are going by. So we have all kinds of cameras to show you every minute of that action.
And if by chance you want to know what's all going to be going on, maybe what streets may be affected, obviously we're going to have information for that available for you on WRAL.com, so you can know what is happening going into it. Plus the forecast, make sure you keep that app downloaded, so that in the WRAL weather app, download it to get up to speed on what's going on once the parade shows up. In any case, like she said, we're going to be out there no matter what. We're going to have a fun time.
We are excited to bring it to you this Saturday. Our coverage starts at 9 o'clock, so you will have the best seat in the house at home. Settle in, grab your cocoa, coffee, and watch it with us. We're going to see a whole assembly line of holiday cheer. It's going to be fun. The Raleigh Christmas Parade. We'll see you then.